Harry's opinions are often disregarded by others, even when he's right. In every Harry Potter book or movie, Harry and his friends must get to the bottom of a difficult mystery, and act with bravery to prevent evil from prevailing. As an intuitive character, Harry is naturally adept at solving mysteries that leave even the adults around him stumped. However, no matter how often he proves that his instincts tend to be accurate, Harry's friends, teachers, mentors, and enemies continue to disregard almost everything he has to say. This bad habit of those around him has created a lot of situations and conflicts that could have easily been avoided if anyone had just listened to Harry in the first place. So let's have a look on few of these, but before we begin, do not forget to subscribe. Harry started his bad habit of putting himself in business that he probably shouldn't in his first year at Hogwarts. He, Hermione, and Ron relentlessly investigated the Sorcerer's Stone, and came to the conclusion that it was at Hogwarts, and under immediate threat. Harry may have been wrong about who was after the stone, but when he brought his information to Professor McGonagall, he was disregarded. McGonagall was sure that the defenses surrounding the stone were impenetrable, so Harry put himself in mortal danger to protect it himself. Number 2. When he didn't put his name in the Goblet of Fire. The movie version of Dumbledore was infamously aggressive in his interrogation of Harry, which was one of the audience's least favorite changes the Harry Potter movies made.
Harry, you put your name in the Goblet of Fire.
But he nonetheless believed him when Harry claimed that he had not put his own name into the Goblet of Fire. The headmasters of the competing schools doubted him, but that was nothing compared to the ridicule Harry received from his classmates, including Ron. Ron's motivation for his doubt was largely based on jealousy. However, his opinion was still the one that affected Harry the most. Ron never doubted Harry's honesty again in the series, but the first task would have been much easier for Harry if his best friend had been on board. Number 3. When he said Voldemort had returned. Harry's 5th year at Hogwarts was the most frustrating for audiences, as they had to watch the people around him treat him like an attention-seeking lunatic. From the Minister for Magic himself, all the way down to his fellow Gryffindors, Harry was forced to face ridicule for his adamant report that Lord Voldemort had really returned to power. Of course, audiences knew that Harry was telling the truth, making the whole situation all the more frustrating to observe. When everyone was finally forced to accept that Harry was telling the truth, Cornelius Fudge lost his position as Minister for Magic, something that would have never happened if he had only listened to Harry to begin with. Number 4. When he believed Malfoy was a Death Eater. As his years went on at Hogwarts, Harry's peers finally started to stop doubting his honesty. His friends, however, never seemed to stop doubting his intuition. When Harry overheard Malfoy bragging to his friends, he came to the conclusion that Malfoy had been inducted into the ranks of the Death Eaters. Hermione and Ron were much less sure. Not only did they voice to Harry that his suspicions were unfounded, they often shared critical looks behind his back, much to Harry's frustration. Number 5. When he believed a Horcrux was at Hogwarts. During their search for the Horcruxes, Harry and his friends became increasingly desperate and frustrated as they had very few leads about where to start. A detail from the Harry Potter books that everyone often forgets is that Harry repeatedly shared his suspicions that there was a Horcrux hidden inside Hogwarts Castle, but Hermione was determined that this could not be possible, even though they had no other credible options. Hermione refused to trust Harry's intuition, so instead of trying, the group did virtually nothing for months. Of course, Harry's suspicions were correct, but Hermione never so much as apologized for doubting her friend. Alright guys, thanks a lot for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and if you really did, then give a thumbs up and leave a comment as feedback. And you can also suggest to me any topic related to Harry Potter, and I will try to make it as soon as possible. Now see you in the next one. Till then, stay away from the muggles.